Teemo, Teemo, Teemo. What a fantastic, beautiful champion. I've been absolutely in love with this Yordle since early September when I was taught how to play it myself. And I feel like at this point I've mastered it. I have accumulated over 500,000 mastery points in the pick combined. I have played it somewhere between 400 and 500 games. I've tried all sorts of different strategies. It pushed my main account all the way from Challenger right before the previous ranked season ended, helped me reach Challenger in the new ranked season. We've achieved anything that a League of Legends player can achieve with Teemo Jungle. And now, this, my friends, this will be a journey, a coaching session, a learning lesson, and an occasional exploration of everything that Teemo has to offer. During this game, during this adventure, I will try to teach you everything that you need to know to find success with Teemo Jungle in your own games. Now, I do want to point out, they've nerfed not just Teemo as a champion, but Teemo Jungle specifically, a number of times. There was a minor buff coming in this patch, nothing major, improves his early clear just a little. It doesn't really help much, but it's something, it's a step in the right direction. Us Teemo Jungle enjoyers are very appreciative of the Balance team for recognizing our existence and happiness. I want to catch your attention for just a minute, because what I'm about to say could be very beneficial for you in today's day and age. Protection, even online. That's right, you heard me. But first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to today's video sponsor, NordVPN. It's quite common for us to forget how many fakes and thieves there's out there, not only physically nowadays, but especially also online. NordVPN is one of the most popular VPN services out there that encrypts your internet traffic and hides your IP with your physical location. At this point in time, it's known for being the fastest VPN on the planet, and one of my favorite parts is the ultimate protection it can give you from scams, phishing, malware, and so on. But also, when traveling, you can still access your favorite content for free by staying at home virtually. Downloading a file, Threat Protection Pro checks it for malware. Clicking a link, Threat Protection Pro blocks anything that could be malicious. Annoyed by pop-ups constantly flooding your screen? Well, you guessed it. Threat Protection Pro to the rescue. It's all gone! Also, this feature does not even require a VPN connection to work. You can just turn it on in the background. What's more, they also offer a dark web monitor that constantly scans hackers' whereabouts online and will immediately warn you when there's trouble. Become safer online with one single click. Go to nordvpn.com/BroxahVPN. Link can also be found in the description below, and use code BroxahVPN for an exclusive deal with 4 months extra for free. Now, to begin with, we go green jungle item. The reasoning is simple. You have plenty of move speed, plenty of damage, you don't need any of the other two. Survivability is great, especially against a comp like theirs that has a truckload of burst damage all in and whatnot. Survivability is key. Now, pathing can be somewhat flexible, but I feel like in most scenarios with Teemo, you're never going to be looking for early ganks. You just have zero gank threat. Really, your main goal in life is going to be to get a safe, sound, and solid first 2 free clears. Try to be even at 10 minutes, and then once you have your first item, your second core item, you can cook really hard and take over the world. But he's really haunted by his lack of effectiveness in ganks, as well as the slow first few clears, right? Due to this, most of the time I prefer starting bot side and pathing towards top. Reason being, if I can full clear bot to top twice, by the time my second clear is over, Void grows up, and it's really more like a, let's say, a Shyvana approach, like any farming jungler that just wants to focus on objectives and try to utilize objective taking to have impact on the early game and help your team, right? So you're not completely off the map and completely irrelevant. When doing Raptors, you want to auto each of the small ones just once. Try to make sure poison is always applied on the big one, but one auto on each of the small ones is enough. You want to put 2 points on your poison instead of grabbing W at level 3, because the movement speed doesn't really do anything. And a lot of your power when it comes to jungle clearing comes from poison, so we want to fully max that and have it as strong as possible. In this game I've run press the attack. Teemo is somewhat flexible. If the enemy team has a lot of short-range champions, which is clearly the case here, I usually go press the attack with Nashor's into Liandry to have a lot of one-hit damage and be able to just nuke anyone who's in front of me. If they have long range and if they can kite me, I prefer going press the attack. Dark Harvest instead of press the attack, and just play a more poke-centered setup, skimming the Nashos, going Liandry, then Malignance, and just having more access to poke and shrooms and all that good stuff. We finished our full clear. Pantheon has already been on the map getting a kill. We have 2 losing lanes. It's a nightmare situation for any jungler, very much including Teemo. But we can't worry about this. Bad things are gonna happen once in a while. It's out of our control. I'm gonna just check the enemy top side, put a ward after getting scuttle, and then make my way down to my bot side jungle, hoping that the dear enemy jungler will leave me alone and let me find a little bit of happiness in life by continuing full playing. There's like a high chance he's not going to be on void grubs when he spawns. We're going to keep an eye out for those and hopefully be able to secure them. For now, no way we can gank anyone. Like, it's not going to happen. Although, with that being said, I do need to make sure my bot lane doesn't randomly die. If they can kill, that's great. But the captain is out. I'm not going to be able to follow that journey. It's the Pantheon, so the ward we placed earlier is paying off, helping provide a bit of safety for our solo lanes. Bit of a shame Rel died so late, so I didn't get assist, but not the end of the world. I need to use Smite here, so we're not walking around the map with 2 charges. There's 45 seconds in the Void Groves. That's where the magic's gonna happen. We drop an assistance ping, so our team is aware of what we want to play for. I see our support is on a base timer, so they could be moving to help us if they feel like it. I'm not gonna be able to brute force them to come here, but they can obviously come if they want. Another thing worth noting is that when playing Teemo jungle, it can be very beneficial to disable your chat. In fact, I do have my own chat disabled right now, because the chances of you being harassed and flamed by your teammates, no matter the elo, increases by about 1000% a split second you log in this pick. Even in this day and age where it's actually being considered a viable and a regular jungle champion. People just don't like Teemo enjoyers. Rel is near top, wanting to protect the Void Groves. This could mean Mr. Pantheon is nearby, but realistically I don't really have any way of knowing. I'm cautiously trying to check the river. Like a sneaky little hamster, I found a Pantheon. I need to recognize that Rel can move from top. I don't know where the Akali is. So just play a little slow, try to poke this guy, don't take any major risks. See if I can steal at least 1 Void Grub away from them. Flash over the wall and try to run away before this Akali hunts me down and steals my lunch money. This is the problem with Teemo. This is the problem playing into some of these bursty champions. Once they jump you, once they target you, once they want to steal your lunch money, you are not able to game. And the main issue in this scenario, in this fight, is that I, as a little hamster, walked all alone into the river, knowing Pantheon could be there, knowing the enemy team had mid prio, support prio, top prio, and I still greeted for the camp. This is not Teemo specific, this is just me being a bad video gamer, and I need to learn from that mistake and not take any major risks in the future. Especially because we're finding ourselves in a situation where we're hardcore struggling across the board. Jungle, mid, bot side, it ain't looking too hot, but that's okay because we're scaling. And that's one thing I love about Teemo. Even if early game is a nightmare, even if it's a struggle, even if you're losing faith in yourself and in humanity and everything that happens around you, you know that you can cook, you know that you can be a difference maker, you know that once you have your 2 core items completed, you can change the world, you can change the outcome of the game. So we're just gonna hang in there mentally, really. Any game is winnable, any game has potential for the captain. We have to full play efficiently, we have to be on our camps the moment they spawn, that's the main priority. You could say it's a pretty selfish playstyle, but at the end of the day it's what needs to be done to find success with Teemo jungle, right? Now, for the shrooms specifically, you generally want to place them close to walls, because most of the time that's where the enemies are going to walk. They will hog the walls. We take this ward, place this room right here, we can place another one here. We know our red and crocs are spawning, so we can go clear that as well and just continue farming up for that Nashor's 2 spike. One of the major downsides of our comp generally, and part of why I have to play so AFK and just continuously farm without doing anything proactive, is that we just straight up have no gank setup in any lane. We have Vladimir top, Siri Janna bot, and Vel'Koz into an Akali. It is a scaling game, my friends. We're playing to survive, not to win the early game. And the surviving, unfortunately, is not going the way that we wanted to. Continuously walking in lane, doesn't have boots. I essentially have a ghost on my W, so maybe I can cook and make a difference here. I don't think she should be able to walk away from me. As long as we play slow, drop the blind on her, care about the minion damage, we're chilling. This is one of those moments where as a jungler you're really tempted to just clear the entire wave and deny it all from your laner, but realistically, if I take all this from Vladimir, not only will he never be able to come back, but he might actually rage quit the game, so it's not a risk that I'm willing to take. You could buy a control ward here, but I'll be honest with you, I find that even if I purchase vision for my teammates these days, we will see the enemy jungler walking over the ward, showing on vision for 30 seconds, and they'll still not notice, walk up and die. So I'm gonna keep the gold, purchase items instead. And for what it's worth, with Teemo you actually do place vision and cover the map with shrooms anyways. Pantheon is gonna be playing for the Void Groves. I am once again finding myself in this position where the enemy team has massive prio, and where if I enter the top river, I will die. So I will play it safe, I will be cautious, I will learn from the mistake I made earlier, be a good well-behaved hamster and just clear the mid-wave safely. In the enemy jungle. Whenever you can set up shrooms deep in enemy territory, it's great, it's fantastic. Because there's a very high chance we'll spot Pantheon when he wanders around the map. Remember, near walls, place them near walls, then you're cooking. Pantheon is showing in top right now. There's a chance he takes my crocs, but even if he does, it doesn't matter, because I'm denying as much as I can here from the enemy jungler. Some wards we need to clear. We're not in a position where we're able to dive them. Well, certainly not now. Jinx is playing without cleanse. It's good checking that before you commit to a fight. Obviously, cleanse counters Teemo's kit pretty hard. She's unable to deal damage to Siri. By pressing Q on her, I countered her and stole her lunch money. Well played by Siri. Beautiful kiting. Good teamwork. Happy days. Now the main problem is what's happening on the other side of the map. Also here we can choose between getting an extra Am Tome or Ruby Crystal. We want damage. Damage. That's where the magic happens. Power up our abilities. Power up our shrooms. And remember, any shroom that we've already placed on the map will be buffed when we buy items. Meaning that usually, let's say you're in the middle of a team fight and you die, but there's a lot of shrooms on the map that the enemy could walk into. You gotta buy those items as soon as possible, man. You gotta power up those shrooms. Alright, camps are respawning, you know what's happening, you know what's coming. It's also worth noting we've done a terrible job at securing objectives, even though I said it was going to be a priority, but at the end of the day, if we're losing in every lane, there's not much to do about it. We gotta be okay giving up stuff. Our CS numbers are great. If we keep this up, if we defend our camps, perhaps invade the enemy jungle whenever we have an opportunity to, this is a free win, dude. Like, we're gonna hard 1v9 this one. Poison's fully maxed, starting to have points and W's. I'm powering up that move speed. Akali is looking butt. Has Storm Surge, no magic resist. It is a mega Teemo counter, but I think if I play my cards right here, if I play smart, if I play semi-slow, I can game. She's half HP, but I couldn't finish the job. That's still okay though. Ready. Let's do this. They might walk into this room up there. It's really nicely placed. That's right. Look at Jinx. Look at this Jinx. This is it. The hunt is on. The devil spawn has been sent straight from hell to hunt down Jinx and steal her lunch money. You think you can game against me, bro? Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen, but apparently she does have a lot of friends. I don't really know what that feels like as a Teemo player, but maybe one day I will. That was close, that was scary. I don't even think I needed to flash. I'm pretty sure Ambessa blasted her entire combo on me and I could just have walked out, but I kind of panicked, I'll be honest. Missed opportunity, it should have been a kill for me. We need Liandry, that's when the magic happens. We're up 30 CS and 2 levels in Pantheon. We've been part of one more kill than he has. Things are looking good. Just don't worry about all the unknowns. Don't worry about what's happening in every lane. Be in the zone, be in the moment. Drake just spawned. There's a Militant Rift Herald. I would absolutely love to control the Drake area with shrooms. We saw Pantheon was low before, and I assume he's going to be moving out of base, so I may have an opportunity to set up. Current refresh rate on shrooms is 24 seconds. Now that we hit level 11, we can carry 4 at once instead of only 3. We could consider going Malignance first to control the map even better with shrooms, but at the end of the day it's going to come down to whether we're going to prefer having survivability from Sonya, Magic Pen, and more damage to their front line from Void, or more shrooms from Malignance. I think I overcooked here, I'm probably getting grey screen. And I mistimed my smite on top of it. It's a disaster. My fellow Teemo jungle enjoyers. Not only did I do the same mistake I did earlier when contesting Void Groves and dying, because enemy team has prior and they're stronger than us. Really just forcing objectives when I'm not supposed to. But I also mistimed the smite, and the Drake was stolen away. Which makes me very, very sad and disappointed in my capabilities as a Teemo jungle player, especially because this Drake gives both ability haste and attack speed. 2 stats the Teemo jungle really does appreciate. Beza is spacing in the bushes, but her entire team is in Herald. I also have gold lantern base. We cannot fight Akali's here. That's our sign to run away.
An enemy is dominating.
They will herald, and I'm moving there first. Pantheon could look mid. He's not, he's right here. Rooms are hitting harder now. And that's on a guy with Hexdrinker and Mercs. I'm gaming here. I can make plays. I can cook! I can cook, dude! Let's go! Well done, team. Beautiful setup by Vel'Koz, he's a hero. I'm not sure if these camps belong to me or not. Oh god, I am so grey screened. We just gotta hang in there mentally, man. Like, as long as I don't mental boom, it's fine. I think this could be a decent fight. I can set up a shroom here. Oh sh! I'm one shot. What the f— Okay, my bad. I realized she was able to jump at once at me. I thought I was safe. I was wrong, friends. I was wrong. She's 1 HP. If they kill Akali here, it's really beautiful. Oh god. I'm voted. Shrooms? You see the problem here? I placed it too far away from the wall. Oh, she walked right back into it. She just survived with less than 50 health. You gotta be kidding me. If I had sold my cloth armor and bought an Amto, maybe it would have been enough. It's very difficult to not die. I'm doing everything in my power to play safe, not be disrespectful and not die, but in a game like this one where they have so much pressure, it's a tough time. It's a tough time out here. One of Teemo's big strengths is his ability to control the map with shrooms and set up for objectives, but unfortunately, because we're losing this hard, I'm not able to utilize that strength as much as I would like. So it's gonna be mostly a defensive approach instead. For what it's worth, if they walk really deep into my jungle and there's a minefield set up, the shrooms could end up carrying fights. It's pretty important Siri stops denying all my camps because she's removing me from the game. AD carry taking a camp here and there is okay, but if they keep cycling everything, it's a problem. Azakan is the objective up, it's the one enemy team is going to want to play for now, so it's good if I can set up shrooms around this area. And now run for my life before I die again. Might be easier said than done. I mean, I'm trying to run, but I don't really get to move much. I walked up too far. My bad. Rel is stealing my lunch money repeatedly. I massively struggle against her. It's not my team's fault, it's fully on me. Every single one of my 5 deaths could easily have been avoided, and I'm doing a pretty poor job recognizing when I can and cannot walk up. I was about to say, she can't beat me 1v1, but I don't know when her teammates are arriving. Hello, Mr. Pantheon. I'm gonna split push. Teemo is not bad on side lane. And if I can force anyone to match me down here, my teammates should be able to get a lot of free stuff on the other side of the map. It is a bit of a risk though, especially if it's Akali appearing. We only got 1 grub, so my tower damage isn't ideal. And that's a TP. Just need to finish Sonya, then we go Void next. The longer the game goes on, the higher impact I'm gonna have. I am scaling to the moon this game. It's all about surviving, holding on. I'm better here. That fight is doomed. Even if I move there, it's gonna be too late for me to follow. What has drawn you to this glorious pick? For me, personally, there's a couple of things to it. One is the fact that Teemo of all champions, like Teemo, is actually a playable jungler. I find that beautiful. The challenge of playing this and making it work is like amazing to me. It's fantastic. But I think the fact that it's all about being smart. Like, it doesn't require any mechanics to play. It's pretty simple and straightforward. But being able to read the map well, understanding how to control zones, where to set up shrooms and why, just playing the map, I think is a really fun challenge. I also really like the fact that due to your blind, working on camps, even working double, so if your blind is 2 seconds, a camp is blinded for 4, is amazing. Like, it's so perfect for a lazy jungler that refuses to kite, right? You just take no damage, man. Jesus Christ, I need to be careful here. Hold on, hold on. This could become a banger. They stopped it. I'm getting flanked. I got a ghost in my W, maybe I can walk out. Vroom vroom. They aren't hitting it, but I wonder if they could dare to. If I show bot here, I guess we're about to find out. I'm ready to cross map if needed. It shouldn't be me pushing out bot, it should be one of our soul lanes, but if none of them are interested in doing it, I'll get it done. And keep in mind, jungle XP works in a way that you get very little of it at the start of the game, and then you get more and more XP from minions, specifically, is what I'm talking about. Like, up until minute 20. Minute 20 is when you get 100% XP from minions. Wait, it's a good thing I recalled I'm moving now. Hopefully I can make it in time, I think so. We need vision though. Setting up mushrooms. I am entering the zone, I'm so focused. Like, if we lose another fight and they get Baron, we're in big trouble. They already have Soul too. We can't afford to make any big mistakes, then the game is over. Gotta be on point right here and right now. On point. And Bessa is pushing bot, she will force somebody to move because both of our soul lanes have Ghost into the TP. The moment we move bot to defend, they will force Baron. I'm gonna drop a shroom on this wave, push Bessa off, and then pray to the gods of solo queue that I can still make it back to Baron. I'm so close, man. I'm gonna get flanked by not really flanked. Zoned at the very least. I didn't even Sonya. I didn't realize Akali would one-tap me that quickly, it's my bad. I underestimated her burst damage. Her capability to nuke me and steal my lunch money. There's been a lot of things going south in this game. I think for the most part, like, everything that's going wrong is a combination of us having a bad team comp with no frontline and no engage, and therefore having very little comeback potential. Both of our soul lanes were hard struggling in the 1v1s in the early game, which created a big lead. And we have a hard time dealing with especially Akali. And then there's me, who messed up on objectives and had a poor read on when I should and shouldn't walk up and contest and set up shrooms, so I got caught repeatedly and ended up dying a lot of times for no reason. Even in this final fight I died with flash up, with Sonya up, I overextended, I walked too far. I probably shouldn't even have moved bots to defend to begin with, but in any case, hopefully this taught you a thing or two about Teemo jungle and prepared you for your own solo queue games. I think before we move away from what just happened, before we prepare for a new adventure, just want to look at the damage done. We didn't get to have as much damage as I would have liked, partly because the enemy team controlling the map, buying a lot of sweepers, buying control wards, and continuously denying my shrooms. We had twice as much as the enemy jungler. Obviously Akali was a literal god and crushed all of us. Akali was also a fantastic pick, countering every single champion in our team, so props to her for recognizing that and, you know, putting herself in this position from a draft point of view. So yeah, despite not winning and coming out on top, despite having a couple of learning lessons, I think for the most part this was not a bad Teemo jungle game, and if we had ended up in this position with me playing just slightly more cautiously, having a better comp, or having lanes playing just a little safer, it was probably a free win. Like, this game had potential. It wasn't meant to be. Maybe next one will be where the magic happens. What a shame though. I felt like I was in the zone this game. I really felt like I was in the zone. Like, I was focused big time from start to end. When Q, we can watch the replay and see what we can learn as we're doing so. So this was the first death, contesting Void Crops, while the enemy support is moving and mine is in Antarctica, while the enemy team has mid prio and top prio. I flash out immediately. I cannot run away from an Akali as Teemo. I also don't have any counterplays, so I just get insta-grave screen. Kind of similar thing happening on the other side of the map. Starting Drake, consisting. Enemy has mid-prior. Akali is flanking me from bot. Again, keep in mind, we have no CC, no engage, no frontline, no way of turning or contesting when they jump us. Just the fact that they have a Rel and we have a Janna makes all the difference in the world, because Rel was cooking really hard. And this is when I at the very least should have been able to get the Drake, but I mistimed my smite. And the Drake lived with 45 health and was stolen away from the enemy team. This was a really big moment in the game. We do a lot of big moments generally, but I feel like this force for me was part of what sealed the deal. Here, I underestimated Akali's damage. Akali hit me with E, so she just jumps and one-taps me. I have 0 counterplay against that champion as Teemo. Again, walked up too far. I'm somewhat keeping my distance to Pantheon, to Jinx, but Janna is in Antarctica. Rel is already near me, so I cannot walk up. It's not possible to set up control in the zone around this objective. I think that was the most frustrating part of the game, really. Just never being able to do what I want to do. Never be able to shroom up an area and control an objective and consist. I couldn't utilize my champion's #1 strength at any point because we were always on the back foot. We're just so unbelievably weak. Like you can see, Mbessa and Akali is just having free reigns to do whatever they want. We're not even close to turning or killing anyone. Our team comp is unbelievably useless.